Are we being tricked? Has a CBDC been in the works for a very, very long time? I truly think so. But the fact is, this is nothing new under the sun. Humanity has been tricked for a very, very long time. And if you can pull the wool off your eyes and understand the game so you don't get played, this could be the greatest transformation of wealth in your family's history. There's a massive transformation happening from industrial to technical, Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. And if you don't understand what's happening, this could be the worst time in your economic history. But if you do understand, this could radically shift your family's timeline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the complex very, very simple. Now, I want to give credit where credit is due. This video was sent to me, TikTok, that really, really opened my eyes. Let me give credit where credit is due here. It is from Morris Invest. So this guy has a YouTube channel. So this was sent to me by not Morris Invest, but somebody that was watching his channel. And I don't know how I missed this, but I think I'm ready for this information at this time. Something radically shifted in 2012, guys. And I've been showing you this stuff has been planned out for a very, very long time. Now, a lot of people mess thousands of messages a day. What do I do? At the end of this video, I'm going to show you the 5 pillars of wealth, or share with you verbally the 5 pillars of wealth that we are doing and how we can support you. Okay. Cryptocurrency is a great opportunity if you do it correctly and understand the game to gain a large amount of wealth. There'll never be an opportunity like this again. There will never be an opportunity in our living history like this again. But meme coins, chasing getting rich quick will get you wrecked quicker than you got into the markets. So take a deep breath. I'm going to break this down for you and show you that CBDCs have been in play for a very, very long time. Okay. Remember, it's problem, reaction, solution. When a problem is created, it creates a reaction in the people. The same person that created the problem comes up with the solution. Now let's back up for just a moment. Rosie Rios in 2012 was asked to reduce coin and cash usage. We also had the end of the Mayan calendar, the death of something old and the birth of something new. They turned on the CERN Hadron Collider. Go dive into that. It's a rabbit hole you might not want to go down. Okay. We had the FMOC that was created in 2012, which Gary Gensler started that up, which was to regulate non-bank financial institutions. At the same time, Obama's rescue plan came out where they turned the printing machine on full blast. And then remember, back up 2 years, 2009, Bitcoin's inception, as the BRICS countries started to form to de-dollarize from America and start their own monetary system. Now, here we are, okay? This is called the DCMA. The DCMA group is the Digital Currency Monetary Authority, okay? And this was brought to my attention from a TikTok around Morris Invest, so this is where I got the information. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this, okay? So if you take a look at the DCMA group, and I don't know how I missed this, the DCMA group is a world leader in advocacy for digital currency innovation for monetary authorities. Our mission is to enable trade globalization through the monetary integration of international payments and settlements while strengthening national economies and monetary sovereignty. The first wave of cryptographic cash was designed for public, untrusted networks. The DCMA regime, the next wave, reimagines the next wave of I can't say that word. Innovation engineers for adoption by central banks, retail and commercial banks, fintechs, governments, and cryptocurrency exchanges. Okay, so this is a collaboration worldwide around bringing in a central bank digital currency. They call it Crypto 2.0. It's staked proof of trust, SPOT, a high performance trusted consensus protocol. Point to point cryptographic, there we go, cash for retail CBDCs, peer-to-peer cryptographic cash for wholesale CBDCs, and digital note KYC. KYC is going to be an important part of this as I speak about this, okay? It's going to be a really, really important part of our journey here, okay? I'm going to break that down for you guys, why that's important. If I move this over here, this is their Twitter. Oh, sorry, guys. It wasn't moving along there. So this is what I was just showing you guys. This is their Twitter page. They haven't posted anything since June 24th, 2022. But as we were all looking this way, as the bank started to collapse, there was something going on this way with DCMA Group, okay? So all this information started coming around March 29th and April 24th, about a month apart. So this right here is the white paper. Let me go to the top of this so I can show you guys what this is here. Okay, so this is the white paper for the DCMA group, came out on April 19th, 2023. We're going to skip over to page 36, and I'm going to start to tie the dots together around my analysis based on something happening in 2012. So this is a DCMA's group response to the International Monetary Fund crypto assets potential risk factors. The international banking system is researching and developing a central bank digital currency as a potential response to private enterprise cryptocurrencies. So it's not by chance, guys, that the Ripple cases last this long. There's something going on with all the connections to this. CBDC is a legal tender of central banks and has features that support the monetary sovereignty of banks. Although it does not exist in wide use today, the IMF does not consider the possibility that a digital currency or monetary commodity could be invented to provide the same governance, economic stability, and financial risk and benefits of a CBDC. Okay, this is the key paragraph. This is why you have to read deeper. The crypto assets risk identified by the IMF has also been vastly considered by the DCM in our engineering of Universal Monetary Unit, UMU. The DCMA has been more than 7 years collaborating with banks, financial institutions from both advanced emerging markets in the design of the UMA. They've been working with governments and banks for 7 years. If you do your math, 2012 was 7 years to 2019. Rosie Rio said you need a shock to the system to move consumer behaviors. Family, this isn't anything new. This is nothing new under the sun. They've been working on this. Ripple is with in Bank of America's patent. Wells Fargo started with R3 in 2017. JPM coin, JP Morgan has their own blockchain called Onyx. Okay, family, this is happening. Whoever is saying now, I'm going to share with you at the end what I think where we need to be very careful. So this was on April 24th. This all happened during spring break and when these banks were collapsing. Former Deputy Chief Data Officer for the U.S. Department of Treasury advises DCMA's Universal Monetary Unit is a game changer. There's been an unprecedented goal in response to the recent public announcement of the launch of the UMU. The public announced, where's the response? This has all been pushed under the rug. It's so interesting. Unicorn and International Monetary Fund spring meeting. So the Unicorn at the International Monetary Fund spring meeting earlier this month. Let me repeat that. Unicorn, this DCMA, was at the International Monetary Fund spring meeting. Okay, so let's dive into the white paper that came out from March 29th, or the paper on CBDCs from the IMF on March 29th, 2023. Everything happens in blocks, guys. Banks are collapsing. They're bringing out, it's like, okay, you do this, okay? You do this, we'll do this. So this is the executive summary of the IMF approach to central bank digital currencies capacity of development. The level of global interest for central bank digital currencies is unprecedented. Retail CBDCs issuance is being explored in over 100 countries. Several central banks have already launched pilots and even issued CBDCs. At the same time, CBDCs is a new, rapidly evolving topic with limited real-world experience. IMF member countries exploring CBDCs are looking for answers to questions and are eager to learn lessons from other members. Guys, this is in process right now. As Rosie Rio said, we are moving to a central bank digital currency. It is inevitable, okay? This is the words from Daryl Hubbard. He is the creator of DCMA Group, okay? And he is working deeply around the world with bank institutions already and governments alike. Guys, something happened in 2012. It was the death of the industrial and movement to technical. So after this video, we watch this, I'm going to express to you what my plan is, what I'm doing. I'm going to share with you my 5 pillars of wealth. And I do believe this is the only opportunity we're going to get like this in our living history. There is 3 changes happening that have never happened in our living history. There's climate change, a war narrative, social geopolitical, and a financial narrative too, which all go together, okay? All these are happening. There's usually one. There's usually war, climate change, social geopolitical. It's all happening together. There is a massive awakening coming. There's going to be a lot of people who get left behind, probably 99% of people. There's going to be a small percentage of the population that understand this, but you have to get out of a vertical investment strategy, a vertical spiritual strategy. We have to go horizontal and open up our mind and awareness that we are more alike than apart. Understand the system has been rigged for a very, very long time, but also there is no invisible enemy. Everybody has an equal shot at this, okay? So let's listen to what he says. He mentions Ripple in this, and I'll break down exactly what I'm doing.
Right. So one of the big differences between CBDC and sort of the public ledger technology is KYC. In the banking industry, you can't open up a bank account without them knowing who you are. Right? You got to have identification, et cetera. So these types of technologies must be enabled on the blockchain as well, where you can actually have KYC along with all your.
So the reason why they're so against cryptocurrency and decentralization is because know your customer, right? Oh, there was something I missed in that document with I think it was the IMF or DCMA. It was a DCMA. They talked about the fact that these central banks want sovereignty. It's like, so do we. So it's just so ironic.
Crypto, or I should say CBDC transactions, right? So we recommend a registry because not only most of the AML is happening in today's world is happening across banks and across country lines. So people, if you send $1 million on a bad trade deal, once the recipient receives that money, they're automatically moving it out of the country and moving it to another bank, to an offshore haven. So in order to be able to track these transactions globally, you really need more of a global register where every bank can submit the credentials of their client, and we give them a global ID.
So global ID, they're breaking down all borders financially, and they want to create a one world monetary system where everything is interconnected. That's where we're heading, guys.
Everywhere they have a bank account, everywhere they have whether it's onshore or offshore, have the same identifier. So every person has a global identifier, whether it's a business or a person. And now we can monitor that any AML activity that's happening across state or across country. Now, how can CBDC support all banking transactions? Well, again, Bitcoin and Ripple and all these other public ledger technologies are cash ledgers. Right?
I wanted you to hear that. He said they're cash ledgers. Ripple, Bitcoin, cash ledgers. Gary Gensler, how can it be a security? If it's a cash, it's a cash ledger, guys. It's not a security. We don't own part of Ripple. So I want you guys to hear that. This is a professor of the DCMA group, or he's a professor that created the DCMA group that works with governments, banks, and he's saying Ripple is a cash ledger.
How do you handle debt? They normally do smart contracts. On Ethereum, there's a bunch of smart contracts that every financial institution is writing to implement all types of DeFi and other applications. But the problem with it, that's not very scalable, right? And everyone is implementing these solutions in their own way. So you don't get a consistency in approach and compliance, legality, and sanctions if everybody's implementing their own algorithms for how to do DeFi. What you really need is more of what I call a multi-ledger DLT. We're not only supporting cash, we can support every type of ledger transaction. So cash is where we started, but loans, disbursements like with coronavirus, the government wanted to be able to send out money to all the citizens for some type of financial relief. Investment ledgers, we've implemented about 14 dozen different types of ledgers, all in the ledger technology. So these are not smart contracts that's written on top of the blockchain.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right here and show you basically all the money, they're moving away from cash to digital cash, digital currency, and they're going to run all the money through the systems at the speed of light. Remember, I shared with you guys, you need velocity of money to fix this, okay? There's going to be a one world economy. There's going to be a bag of currencies that regulate the currency value. There's a reason why the BRICS countries are de-dollarizing. This is part of a shift, guys. We are literally witnessing a shift in the monetary system. We are literally witnessing the death of America's dominance. The dollar dominance is dying. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen 6 months from now. It is a slow, methodical thing that's been planned out. The dollar is going to lose its dominance. We're going to go into a one world type currency. They're going to be regulated by a bag of currencies. Money is going to move at the speed of light, velocity of money. That's how they're going to fix the indebted, slaved system that we have for themselves. But if you don't understand the system and the mechanism of money, you will always be enslaved to the system of trading time for money and borrowing against your future self. When they can move money at the speed of light, velocity, they can bury you in debt much faster. They will keep you in a debt-based trap of a 94-month auto loan, a 30-year mortgage. I heard in Canada they have a 50-year mortgage now. Think about that. That is, you will own nothing and rent everything. Why wouldn't they want you in a 50-year mortgage? What if you get it when you're 40 years old? They're most likely going to get that house, and the next person becomes a next renter because they're just paying on a thing that never becomes theirs. The car never becomes theirs. They're just making interest income because you're putting the money in the bank and they're lending it out to somebody else. So here's how I built my own system the last 4 years. So we're operating now just like that. So what we've learned through Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is what we've done over the last 4 years. I'm going to break it down. So I have a cryptocurrency portfolio. My portfolio is focused on real world intrinsic value cryptos that are actually operating in systems all over the world right now. Okay. Some key factors: XRP, XLM, Ethereum, VeChain, QNT, HBAR. These are things that are actually up and running, have real CEOs, real world solve, real balance sheets. Okay. Now I have a broad crypto portfolio. I was in it, I've been in it for a while now, but a lot of those I don't think are going to survive. So I'm really focused on those key factors that are going to be here for the long term. Then that's my investment strategy to be able to make a large amount of money in a very early market. Okay. That's not my retirement. Then we have business. I'm diversified across business sectors. We have equity in 8 companies. Okay. 3 are now in profit right now. So we're diversified. I have a beard company coming out in July, beard. So basically, let me break this down. We're diversified across attention, information, and data. Okay. That's the new gas and oil. So when you go into business, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to be innovative. You need to understand data, information, and attention. We've used social media to build 7-figure networks. Through our Warrior Academy, over 32 companies have been created. Think about that. 32, that's data, information, and technology and resources. So we're diversified in business. Precious metals. I'm into silver. A lot of our warriors are into silver and gold. Gold is a store of value. Silver is barterability. Insurance is my obsession. IUL. Okay. There's ways that you can use insurance, and the wealthiest people in the world use insurance to not only secure their wealth, to grow their wealth, but to multiply their dollar, but to pass the wealth down to next generations. Okay. Then we're going into real estate. That's something I don't have expertise in, but in my academy, all these 5 pillars of wealth, we have experts in those areas. I'm becoming an expert in one of those areas, which I'll be announcing soon, and I'll need a team of people. Okay. One thing I want to share with you guys, I'm going to share with you guys how the banks operate. You put your money in, they take your money and they put it in the capital markets. So they turn your dollar into more money. Then they lend your money out. Then they put your money into insurance. Okay. As your money sits there, and you put your paycheck, and then you put your money into 401k. You have no idea where your money is. So now you put your money into a bank. They're using your money to make money. You put it into a 401k. They're using your money to make money. So what we've done is when we get money, we put it into things like, so imagine this. Let's say I put $1 into cryptocurrency. Next year, it shoots up to $10. I take 5 of the dollars now. I only put $1 in. I take 5 of the dollars now. I move the $5 and I keep the other 5 in there. I move the $5 and I put $250 into insurance. I put $250 into investing in a company. The company is bringing me cash flow because of my dividend in the company. Okay. And then my insurance is secured and I can borrow against it. Nobody can sue it and nobody can touch it. I've now turned $1 into 3 different revenue streams. Then cryptocurrency stabilizes. I'm starting to build some cash value in my insurance policy. I can go now and borrow from my insurance policy the cash value and still compounding the same amount. Okay. And I can borrow from my cryptocurrency, both tax-free, take the tax-free money, invest it into a real estate property. And now my money is making money 4 ways. So I turned $1 into 4 ways to earn income. Buying real estate also gives you depreciation off of your taxes. So another way, so you can increase your earned income. Okay. I went from my parents' couch to being financially free now. And now I'm going into the second phase, which is this phase. I'm telling you, I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing. So that's what we teach inside the Warrior Academy. Our 5 pillars of wealth. But most of all, everybody's telling you how to take action. I rewired my brain. My 120-day challenge is what's helped 6,000 people rewire their subconscious mind, because it doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't rewire the deep-rooted indoctrination. If you're watching this, you're probably not a multimillionaire, right? Multimillionaires operate different. They are not scared of money. They are not fearful. They take chances. They're not scared of failure. They build plans. They use systematic processes. They're grateful. They do meditation. A lot of them are connected to their higher consciousness. The people showing you their Lamborghinis and Ferraris are mostly insecure people that are trying to get you to believe that they are rich when they're not rich here and they're not rich here. Wealth comes from here, and financial freedom comes from knowing who you are. So that's what we teach in the Warrior Academy. But that's my exact plan. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm becoming an expert in it. Would I say I'm an expert? You know, that would be a lie to tell you that. I've been doing it for 4 years, but it's worked dramatically for me. Why? I knew how to make money, guys. I lost my money 3 times, but the third time I had to ask myself, what's wrong? This was broken. I fixed it. And I started studying multimillionaires and billionaires and the wealthiest families in the world. And I'll tell you what, we're all being played, guys. We're all being played. The left and right is getting us to fight. TikTokers and YouTubers are fighting about crypto and sovereignty and all that stuff. It's all being rolled out behind the scenes. They're watching us fight, guys. Understand this is nothing new under the sun. You're already wealthy. You're already healthy. You're already sovereign. There's nobody to battle against other than yourself. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. After this video, in the description down below, you can join our private Warrior Academy. Also private coaching if you choose to, but everything's description in this video. Love you guys. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.
System is designed to keep you trapped. 2017, I walked out of a high-paid vice president job because I was absolutely miserable. Working 16 to 19 hours a day because that's what the system taught me to do. And what I discovered through countless hours of meditation, research, reading books, understanding how the millionaires and billionaires operate, the system is designed to keep you trapped. Today, I own multiple companies. I travel all over the world. I'm financially free, and that's exactly why I created this community of like-minded warriors coming together called the 3T Warrior Academy. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm sharing this with you to show you what's possible for you. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your life to another level, we believe the Warrior Academy has something for everybody. Processes that take you step by step through discipline, consistent activities, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Our 120-day challenge, all you have to do is open up the app and take it day by day. We're going to take you through the discipline, consistent activities to take your life to the next level. Within 1 week, you're going to feel a difference. Within a month, people are going to notice a change in you. That's how powerful this 120-day challenge is. So if you're truly ready to break free from the old paradigm into a new paradigm of discipline, consistency, great relationship with your family, financial freedom, and learning the pillars of wealth that will change your life and generational wealth to come, I'm going to invite you to do our program for 7 days for free. The 120-day challenge has changed over 5,000 warriors' lives worldwide, and we hope to be yours next.
Warriors, let's get you together. Let's go.